What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, September 17th, 2024, I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me. And I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So, welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friends, on this action packed Transition Tuesday episode. Man, I can't wait to get it started. But before I get started, I always like to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transition. So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. That is exactly what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. So let's get after it, my good friends. All right. In transition news, we have the second assassination attempt on number 45. So, the suspect, Ryan Wesley Ruth, was taken into custody on Sunday in West Palm Beach, Florida, after what police said was a possible attempt on the former president's life at his golf course, which would be the second attack in the last 9 weeks. So Ruth was holding a rifle and hiding in shrubbery some 300 to 500 yards away from Trump. Now, agent opened fire on Ruth, but he took off in a black Nissan. He was able to escape and was later captured after he left. Ruth was charged with possession of a firearm as a felon, and he also has a lengthy criminal rap sheet. So, Trump is going full speed ahead with his presidential campaign. He's going full speed ahead with his presidential campaign. So I ask you, Transition Army, do you agree or disagree with what number 45 stance is, continuing the process of being the president of the United States? Do you agree or do you disagree? And when people come on, I'll shout you out when you come on as well too. So do you agree or disagree? I can let me take that first. It seems like Trump wasn't fazed or what happened. I think he went on to continue finishing up his round of golf. I believe he was. I believe he did. He wasn't fazed. Went on to continue the campaign. So if he's not fazed, I guess no one else should be fazed. And he's going full steam ahead like nothing ever happened. But just keep in mind, this is the second assassination attempt in less than 9 months. 9 weeks, pardon me. 9 weeks. So we got to really, keep abreast of what's going on with that situation as well. See what's going on. Because, man, I tell you, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy what's going on. So do you agree or disagree, Transition Army, with his stance on continuing on with his presidential campaign process? Okay. Now, in other transition news, we got Miami Dolphins star quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Hoping I pronounced that correctly. He suffered his third concussion. Now, Tua hasn't been placed on the NFL active list as of yet, and some say he should retire. You have a lot of sports pundits who are out there saying he should retire. It's been a great debate and a great conversation along that as well. So I ask you, Transition Army, should Tua play again and possibly risk injury, or should he walk away from the game that he knows and loves? And keep in mind that Tua is one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. So he's a very valuable commodity. And speaking of valuable commodity, we got Felicia on the check-in from The Rock. What's going on, Felicia? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome. Thank you for checking in, Felicia. Appreciate you. Miss Sweetness. So again, I ask you, Transition Army, with Tua, should he play again and possibly risk injury, suffer another concussion? Because we saw how he was so concussed. His arm went up there lifeless. It was really scary to watch. Should he go through that again, or should he retire, walk away from the game? He is probably one of the most highest paid quarterbacks in the league, so he has his money. So, should he do that? Should he actually do that? That remains the question. Now, me as a former athlete, and again, if you ask an athlete to play, it doesn't matter. He's going to play. He's going to play, and he's going to go as far as, you got some of these athletes, if you want to get a second or third opinion, some of these athletes will get a 25th opinion just to get the doctor to say, yeah, you're capable of play, you can play. They will take these measures to do that. But again, sometimes you got to save yourself from yourself. And like a guy like Tua's a young guy, he has a lot of life to live outside of the NFL. He has a family now, kids now. He has his own brand, very intelligent guy. Is it worth doing that? If he suffers maybe a life-threatening concussion if he plays again. If it was me, and again, I know, again, I can speak as a former athlete who's played a sport. Again, I will probably do everything possible, but knowing what I know and knowing that you have, this is just a phase of his life and he's going to go on and do bigger and brighter things. He has his money, so it's not a question of money. He has his money. So if it was me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't risk it at that age. I definitely wouldn't risk it. We got on the check-in. We got the guy who is the ESPN's own Uncle Smoothie is in the building. What's going on, Smoothie? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As Uncle Smoothie says, he definitely needs to consider retirement. Yep, I agree, Smooth. But again, as we know, Smooth, and others out there, you got football players are a little different breed. They're built differently. I remember Ronnie Lott, when he played the sport back in the days for the 49ers, he had a mangled finger. And he was told that cut off the portion of his finger so he can go back out there. And they did just that. So he still has that. He still has that. So football players are built differently. But in this case, I wouldn't risk it. This guy has his whole life ahead of him. And he has his money. He has guaranteed money already. One of the richest quarterbacks in the NFL. He just signed a deal. So I wouldn't do it. But what would you do, Transition Tuesdays? What do you think Tua should do? We'll leave that up to you guys, So now, I was going to talk about those two stories, but I also have bonus transition news. Bonus transition news, because as you guys know, it always goes down in Transition Tuesdays. It always goes down in Transition Tuesdays. So check this out. Sean Diddy Combs was denied bail and taken into custody on this Transition Tuesdays after pleading no contest in federal court to charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. So here's how it went down. So the prosecutors allege Combs, a.k.a., and this is in the record, this is a.k.a.s, okay? This is not me making this up. So it's a.k.a. Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. PD, a.k.a. Brother Love or Love. He created and ran a criminal enterprise through his business empire that engaged in crimes including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice here in New York City. So, man, this is hot off the presses here on Transition Tuesdays. Hot off the presses. Man, so we'll keep you posted on that. Man, these are really, man, these are really, really big charges, man. And when the feds get involved, it's no joke. The feds come knocking on your door, they're not asking for a cup of sugar. Just saying. And this is in New York, so mind you, keep in mind too with Diddy, I'm sure he has other cases in Florida and other places in LA. So this is just like the first round of things that's going on. We got on the check-in, my guy Stephen Eric Jackson, but Clancy's Finest on the check-in. What's going on, Stephen? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As Steve says, yeah, it's definitely looking over for Diddy. For him, Diddy. Yep. As Chris says, no Diddy. Yeah, man. It's tough. It's tough. But like our guy in training, Denzel Washington said, I'll leave you guys with this. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Just saying. And Steven says, and I don't know who else will go down as a result. You're right, Steven. Could be a lot of people on these tapes. So this racketeering and sex trafficking and these quote unquote, what I'm saying, they said, what the prosecutor said, these freak offs that was going on. So a lot to remains to be seen. So we'll keep you posted on it and on the whole process. But again, keep in mind, Denzel Washington Training Day. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Just saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we are able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friend, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. You got here, right? You got here today. You're rocking with me here on Transition Tuesdays. That's a victory. So celebrate your victory. Make sure you celebrate your victory. Okay? Please do that. Please do that. Yes, yes, yes. As I'm trying to play the tunes.
Hi, everybody.
We got Miss Sweetness. Literally is on the check-in saying hello. Appreciate you, Miss Sweetness. And also checking in, we got Dee Dolores is in the building. What's going on, Dee? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Dee, my sister-in-law, my future sister-in-law.
That's right. Absolutely. Yes, let's get after it. Hey. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I want to thank you guys for the bottom of my heart for you watching Transition Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. I thank you guys so much. You can watch this show and our past shows on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays. Make sure you like and subscribe before you leave the channel. Make sure you do that, okay? As we got Miss Sweetness dancing in the background to the sounds. You can follow me on Instagram at Russ Will Transitions. That's Russ Will Transitions with an S. You follow me, I'll follow you back. You can also find me on TikTok at Russ Williams, the number 11. That's Russ Williams 11. We also post a show there as well. On the talk, okay? See how many talks I can get, right? You know. Also, I want to shout out our corporate sponsor, Sweet Candy Cafe, man, located in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina. So make sure that before the show's ends, the show's about to end, so make sure you go to sweetcandycafe.com to order your confectionery goodies. I was a witness this past week. I was at Sweet Candy Cafe in Lumberton, North Carolina. You might have saw me serving up the Southern lemonade, man, freshly squeezed lemonade. I had a ball, I had a blast there. Yay. Man, it was a lot of fun, man, and I'm so glad to be a part of Sweet Candy Cafe. So make sure you go to sweetcandycafe.com to order your confectionery goodies. Your taste buds will thank you. All right? Let's see anybody else on the check-in. Let's see what we get. As Chris says, hey, Felicia.
Hey, Chris.
And Dee Dee says, hey, sis.
Hey, sister.
Hey. Absolutely. Great. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless. Hey.